7:23, 3rd of December 2015. US government required disclaimer. Futures, options, and forex trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and willing to be able to accept them in order to invest in futures, options, or forex markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy, sell futures, options, or forex contracts. No representation is being made here that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed in this website and this trading educational room. The past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Morning, everyone.
Alrighty. What do we have going on here, guys? Pretty slow. I don't see a whole lot yet, guys. Looks like maybe a small sell around 60 on the euro, right up around 60 to 62, 63, unless it dies here, which it could. I'm hoping to get to this node here.
I can't see it coming over 60. Yeah, it's been heavy resistance there. They're going to keep it below that.
I'm trying to get up around 60. I'm not sure we can, but we'll see what happens. You want me to leave the order flow up again today?
Yes, please.
Here comes that 60 on the euro.
Got up to 57 just now.
Yeah, of course it did, and then died. 7 ticks quick. Look at that, 8 ticks quick. Are you kidding me? Look at this, guys. Look at that. Not funny at all. I was kind of hoping crude might pull back to 33. Yeah, I heard he's speaking today too. I didn't see it either, but I did hear that. Usually it should be on the calendar. I was hoping the crude might pull back down to 33 or so, 34 for a long. No luck there. Sell on crude somewhere. It could stop here at 55 again, guys, this high volume node. It could get up to this node here at 63, which I think is a better sell.
Yeah, I like 62, 63, Bob. Even 61.
So we'll see what happens up there. We bounced at 40. 33. It's a short if we stay below this 52 as well. If it can't break back above this high volume node at 54, somewhere between 53 and 55, it's just a goner. We're getting pretty active here at 7:30. Looks like crude is coming down again, guys. That's how it looks to me. This might be a quick scalp sell here, 55. It could get all the way up to 61, as Sandy was saying.
I've got a level drawn at 61. You liked it at 63. It's going to reject somewhere in between 63 and 60. Where I want to sell it is 61 or 62, because I think the stop needs to be about 68. It's coming. I'm at 62 at the moment. There's a 55 again that you said would be a scalp. There's 84 contracts at 60. Let's see if it gets there.
Struggling at this area of volume here. Ran out of buyers here. If it breaks back below 54, see it's building volume in here. If it breaks back below, there it goes. Yeah.
It's gone. 55 is the right number.
Going to scalp the 55. All this does is plots nodes, so I can see the high volume nodes quickly. This was one area. This was another area. The 55 correlates to right here, and I can see that. We're in shorts right now on crude. Now that could change if it gets back above center of the channel and this, which it looks like it's fighting too. Support is down here around 40. We tried to sell the euro at 60. I had a 60 sell on the euro. It came to 57 and dropped about 13 ticks almost instantly. We got obviously no fill on that. ES is short down to 87 on the hourly. Look at this euro.
Euro looks like it could get down to 105.30 again.
I want to see the euro at parity. Look at that dirty dog. That was our trade.
Both the crude and the euro.
Yeah, euro is coming down to the day low, guys, down here at 41 where it's an unfinished auction. We'll see what happens at the day low. It's pressing the bottom of value. If you look at a daily chart on the euro, here's a daily. We keep pressing the bottom of value. I mean, these are longs in here, guys. And then if we look at the dollar, the DX can get up a little higher, so we can't really take a long just yet on the euro. Here's a daily on the dollar. The euro is pressing bottom of value lower and lower, but the dollar has some room that it can come up 58.5. So we're not there yet on the euro. Crude at 35, 34, 33. Thoughts there, Sandy?
I think it's going to bounce 29 to 30. We could try 35 if it stops and caps. My level's drawn at 29, and we know that that misses it by 2 ticks. That says to me around 32, 33, Bob. I like it down there. On the profile, it looks like 33 to 31 is the bottom of the bubble on that as well. Bottom value is 33. The node is 35. I'll buy 34, 35.
Yeah, that's right where my line is. We'll see what we get.
It can pop down from 39, maybe 5 ticks, but we won't get filled if we go to 34, I don't think. We've got support at 32 and also support at 30. We've got swings that should hold. I'm not touching euro at the moment. It's moving a bit fast.
Holy crap.
Just taking my trades off crude for a sec.
Draghi must be speaking. It's the only thing I can think of. Woo! Look at that move. And down, 61 ticks. Here's your long. Bam, 73 if it's going to bounce. I'm not touching it. What was the news? There was your long, 73. Told you I wasn't touching it, though.
Might be a rejection.
Wow,
20.
Somebody knows something. Par for the course. Let's see what the dollar did. Dollar tanked. Was that a U.S. rate decision? Wasn't on the calendar. I don't have it. Oh, here it is. Minimum bid rate. Here it is. That's 745. I guess it came out early, huh? What was there to miss? Who saw it? Look at gold and the NQ and the ES. There was no way we could have traded that, guys. I can tell you right now. No way in heck. Somebody knows something. Euro's going much higher.
There was a 20 to the tick.
Dude, I'm not touching this. Man, look at the euro. Holy Christmas. Look at this thing go. Wow. Wow. I bought bid. I'm up 300 ticks. Look at this, 151 tick range. That's insane. So much for parity. You're right. What in the heck? There goes the house. 4 minutes. That's all it took. There goes the house. Well, if it's going to bounce, listen, guys, I'm not touching this on your life, but here would be your bounce right here, about 18 to 20. Here it should bounce right there. Bam, 20. If it's going to bounce, it's got to bounce here. I'm not touching it. Making that clear. There it is. See, that's how the profile should trade, guys. It got you first target. I am not touching that. Oh, my goodness.
60 could hold it as well next.
Look at my order flow. I can't even read this. 60 could hold it. I'm not getting anywhere near anything. 63 would give you a long, somewhere between, yeah.
Yeah,
you're looking long, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah. I would agree with that, but I'm not touching it. The good news is all of that data didn't jam my machine.
Mine neither. That's good.
Crude is rocking now. Here's the crude sell that we were talking about, 61, 62. Crude's waking up now. We'd have had first target. I'm not getting it in front of anything until after 7:45. I mean, seriously. Someone obviously had access to that information. The euro in 2 more minutes has their interest rates decision. I'm not getting in front of it. I mean, it's just crazy. I wouldn't expect crude to be affected by this, but news had to have been out 10 minutes ago. Whenever this thing rocketed, which was basically right here, 7:37, somebody had that news. How could they raise rates in Europe for the euro? I mean, think about that. They can't get out of their own way now. All right, we're coming back down, guys. Typically, the first move is always the wrong move, or it's the fake. So let's see if we come back down in the euro.
Bid ask is like 15 ticks. I am not touching that on euro.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm not even looking at it. It scares the hell out of me.
Now the world just got the news.
Whoa, look at that.
Look at this. I told you the first move is usually wrong. The world just got the news. Anybody that had real money traded it already. This is crazy.
Whoa, look at this.
Where's the dollar? Let's see what the dollar's doing. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen spikes, but I've never seen 150 tick spikes, 2 and 3 of them.
That's nuts. This is nuts.
You'd have to trade this with 100 tick stop and you still wouldn't be safe.
I think if anyone wants to sell it, it's up here at 106.80.
Not in a million years.
80, it's gone down to 20. 20 should hold it to back up to 80.
There was an early tweet. Alan just put it in the member Skype. See, somebody knew. Somebody had the information about 13 minutes early. Look at this. Here's my order flow, guys, on a 5-minute chart. I can't even tell you where it is. This thing is traded up and down 150 ticks in 3 consecutive candles.
60, 61, we called it. We didn't trade it, but it rejected perfectly, Bob. It's back up there.
Yep. I'm not afraid to trade crude. Yeah, I'm not taking a second touch. Yeah. It's already there and gone. The 49 short might be interesting, down to 40. They did cut the rate. Thought somebody said unchanged. Well, that's why they cut the rate. That would make sense. No, unchanged. They left it unchanged. Well, now you got Draghi speaking in 40 minutes. I am staying away from the euro. It was fun to watch, but there's no way in heck you can trade that, guys. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Nice. Central bank says it cut. Reuters is reporting unchanged. Come on. How could you have misinformation like that? That's serious. Someone have made a fortune today. A fortune. And when they find the guy that leaked that tweet, he'll do 16 years. The U.S. will extradite him. Nothing like good old inside information. 737, that news came out early. A lot of people with serious money traded this long before the public had this information. But that's terrible. I mean, to come out like that. That happened to us once on crude. Remember? The inventory report came out like 15 minutes early.
Yep, I remember.
The problem with stops is when it moves that fast, it fills you wherever. That's the problem. It just takes them on a first-come, first-served basis. Several years ago, I was in the 10-year bond. I was up about 7 or 8 ticks. Bernanke, somebody said something, and I forgot what it was. Have you ever seen a bond jump 2 basis points in seconds? I never did. 2 basis points, 2 full basis points. I got killed on that trade. The euro is settled down now. The euro is actually a sell below 35, 635, down to 603. I won't trade it, but there's a lip at 35 if it comes back down. Now we're back down to normal bids.
Okay, we've got a swing on crude at 76. I'm thinking, Bob, summer trading rules, we see that break by 3 to 5 ticks and look for a sell up the top.
There's also an unfinished auction up there first thing this morning, 6 something. I'm not paying any attention to the euro for now. I'm taking that order flow out. I'm going to move this over here where I normally keep it. I can't trade the euro like that. There's no way in heck. But it's slowed down now. You can see it down to 29 ticks. There is a short below the 35, but I'm not touching that for now, especially with Draghi speaking. And we have our unemployment numbers, guys, in 36 minutes. Crude keeps butting its head up against this 63. It's mashed between a high volume node at 55 and a rejection area at 63. That's basically the range. So it has to break that range. ES should be along right here, 88. This is the same area we took it long yesterday, 87.
I remember that one.
Came within a tick of the stop out. I mean, it should bounce here.
I didn't trade it, but on euro I said it was along around 20 and it would get back up to 80. It actually didn't bounce at 20, it bounced at 14, so there was about 6 ticks of heat, and it didn't get quite to 80, it got to 76. I'll wipe someone's account out doing a trade like that, because in that market it could have gone 100 ticks the other way first.
Watch up around the high of the day, guys, 75, 76. Here's the top of the channel, 73. It may not get much above this, Sandy, 72, 73. It should not get above 76, maybe to 78, 79. But I think the top here is going to squash it at 71. I'm watching it to see if it goes up and gets that unfinished auction. It didn't. It stopped at 70 for now. I wanted to go get that unfinished auction at the top, and then I'll sell it. We couldn't even get to 71, which is here. The lip here, 75. It's 8:02, guys. We've got our own news in 30 minutes, 28 minutes. So look at the euro. Man, I wanted to see parity. It's all right. Take it higher to go lower. I can live with that.
Where's it going to reject? 107.30, 107.42.
There's the daily on the euro. Push right back from the bottom. Let me see if I can do this. Smooth it. Yeah, maybe around 107.40. Is that what you're looking at? Is that what you? That's a point of control on a daily. I want to see this go up and get the unfinished auction at 76. It may break 77, 78 by a few ticks. So much for the long at 35. But maybe by a few ticks, guys. Well, the euro is going to be out of control then. I'm not getting in the way of the euro, guys. I wish I could, but there's no way. He's generally the euro slayer.
Who?
I wouldn't be Draghi. He usually kills it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see this break this lip and come right back down to the center of the channel. I'm not trading it. I'm not getting involved in it. I'm staying away from it. But it looks like it's going to retrace some. Crude has a platform to go long from here.
There's a magnet on crude at 64 as well, so it should come down.
That's where support is too, right at the lip. There's a lip there. It's got to go. There's your cap, I think, 71. They're still buying it, but not much. 21 buyers left at 71. I really would like to see it get that 76 first, and then it can
die.
Yeah. Where it's struggling, guys, is the top of this channel here. But if another candle forms, it'll push through that. It'll go right through it. That's why I'm not selling this. Anybody still holding their euro from yesterday long? I'm being funny, guys. That might be it, Sandy. I wasn't paying attention. 75. It left 21. It still didn't get the 76.
I was waiting for 76 to get covered.
Me too. I'm waiting to see it they're buying 75 now. There's buyers and sellers at 75. It may go to 76, and if it gets to 76 and caps out, I'll sell it. But I'm watching order flow. The euro's just on fire. There it is, 13 sellers. See, we got another candle. That's what scared me. Now it can go higher. 79, that's about right to the no. That was my line. It's still not done, Sandy. I'm not touching this. It's given 3 and 4 tick pullbacks. I don't want to be in the middle of that. I don't have anything. Let me see an hourly chart. See it? I'll tell you where there's a sell right up around 41. On the hourly, we're well above anything. Here's what I'm looking at on the hourly. Here's the top of this channel here. That's going to stop it right around the whole number. There's a 41 bang bang. 41 here. It's all buyers in here. I would love to find a place to get in. Crude, the trend is still down. We're still in an overall downtrend on crude.
There's still the magnet down at 64. Where do you like it? 94 now?
No, somewhere right up around close to the whole number. The top of the channel's at 41.05. So maybe let it break through this 41 to 2.3, and it should pull back about 10 or 12 ticks. Unless you find a place to get in long. This node is now acting as support at 80.
I was thinking 71.
Now that's support. It's pushing up into this bubble now, Sandy. 90 is going to slow it down, but it's still going higher. 96 to 99. That little node there is holding it at 80. There were 33 sellers at 79. That's it. Much as I hate to say it, the NASDAQ should bounce right here at 07.5. Not touching it. Bottom of the channel. I'm not touching it.
I couldn't trade it, Bobby, but look at what price euro bounced and rejected off. 43. We were talking 44, weren't we? 107.42 on euro. I should have put one contract on, given it 10 ticks or something. Bringing you guys in the room onto that would have been irresponsible, really. The way that market's been moving.
Yeah, I'm not touching. I won't trade the euro.
No, just look at the accuracy of that call. We both saw the same thing. Within 3 ticks. And this time it would have been within the 3 ticks that got you in the trade. Let's look for a bounce on crude here. Somewhere between 68, 67. Not enough orders. I'm cancelling it. There's only 24 contracts there. Might bounce, but level 2 data. Oh, look, it came to 69 actually. That magnet at 64 should still bring it down. Where do I have the big buyers? Let's have a look. Big buyers 58, 59 looks like a better place. Stop will have to be 49. No, it was a 68, 69. I think I said 67, 68. I would have missed it by one tick. That magnet at 74 still scares me though. I don't really want to bet against that because the market should bring you down to 64. And then the buyers that took control, where are they sitting? The uncovered ones at 54, and there's one at 58 as well. 85 contracts at 58. Let's wait for it to get there and cap. It may cap at 56. Waiting for 58, guys. I want to see it come in between 59 and 56 and cap. I think 58, if you just want to put a pending, is a decent place. 85 buyers were there last time, and it takes care of the 64 magnet. I want that 64 magnet out of the way before I go long. No point buying here. We're going to get heat on the trade because it ought to come down to 64 first before it goes up. Crude's just gone dead. Hasn't done anything. Hasn't broken 68. Hasn't cleared that magnet at 64. So we wait. There's a magnet at 64. Been talking about, Bob. I talked about it along at 68, 69.
We've got news, guys, in 10 minutes, so sit tight for 10 minutes.
I cancelled it anyway. Yeah, there was no volume when it got down there. There was only 26 buyers. So, but it would have possibly worked, but I think I was a tick away from it anyway. Looking for 58 to 56 long on crude. 40, 56 to 58 is where I was looking at. I think it's going to find it hard to come lower than that on the first push down. And we've got a 64 magnet that still hasn't been taken. Well, I've avoided longs, although it seemed to come one tick away from it just now. The 68 that I talked about could have been a good little scalp.
Look at this, down to 0490 and as high as 0740. I mean, that's a heck of a range. You guys can see on the euro, I drew this arrow, and I said it looks like the euro is going to retrace this, but I wasn't taking any trades. It's going to retrace back to an area of volume, and then if it wants to go again, great. Draghi starts speaking at 8:30. 2 minutes to our news, and then we can start looking for trades.
Bobby, I still like your 33 on crude. If it gets to 33, don't even ask me about it. I'll be hitting buy button there if it comes quick. 30 to 33, I'll just be buying it. I'll wait for it to stop, but it looks like such a juicy, attractive level down there. I've got support down there at 33, 32, 30. It's perfect bottom of the bubble down there.
There's an area between 75 and 83 the euro's going to struggle with. Euro magnets at, I'm willing to trade the euro now. It's down to 20 ticks.
Ooh, volume dried up on euro. Bid ask has gone to 4 ticks. 64 magnets been taken out.
Our news is out. Today's Thursday. Unemployment claims looking for 269. Look at that. 26. Man, these guys are good. They get that number right every time. I think they put their hand in a basket and pull out a number. All right, here we go, guys. Now we can trade.
We missed our trade. Bounced at 56.
And it's coming.
58 missed. It was during news though.
I think we're coming down to 50 and then possibly 42, that area. The big guys will always have an advantage. There is no question. Crude is going to give us a sell right around 73. It's this node here, just there. Came to 70. Not a lot of volume in crude, but 72, 73.
Stop.
77. Let's see it get up to 72. Stop will be about 77. It's just stuck here, guys. There it is, 73.
Ah!
Oh, I'm trying. I missed it. I missed it on the cap. All right, I'm filled. 71 with a 77 stop, guys. Come on.
Nice, Bobby. Thank you.
I'm not playing. I don't get my fill. I'm closing it. It did it to me yesterday. It's not doing it again.
Nice work.
The official record is 71. So I got 3 on the runner. I think I got 4 on the first 2. Come on, break down now. You could come right down to this. 60 is going to be Look at the euro. The euro is ridiculous again.
Whoa, it's coming back up to the 40. Oh, it hit the 40. It was moving too fast. I couldn't even get my order on. Went up to 40, 48 this time. So it's fine. I'm not touching it.
+2 on the second. I got ticked. 8 ticks on that trade. Have fun trying to trade that. That's just a poke in the dark. That's all that is, guys. You get lucky, you'll make 50 ticks in a second. You guess wrong, you lose 50 ticks. That's all it is a guess. It should come down to 0699. Once again, I can't even see it on order flow. It's too much volume. Not even going to watch. Taking it off. ES will give us a sell at 84.75 if it pops back up there. It's going to reject. I'm not getting in front of the euro, buddy. We're going, this is insane. Our markets are taking a swan dive. The dollar's got to be getting killed. Look at the dollar. Me no trade. Here's the hourly. The ES should stop at 75 or so. Just keep printing money. It's just paper. Nobody's ever going to pay it back. Who cares? And we're going to raise interest rates. You mark my words this month. Crude needs a pullback for a long. It's still a sell, guys, up here just above the whole number if it can get there. That 71 I don't like. It could get us to 63, but I'm not touching it. Could get us down to here.
Next sell on euro, if anyone's kamikaze, is around 35. 108.35, I reckon.
Not I. Today could be one of those days where extreme caution is the word. We've got Janet Yellen coming up next. ES might have some support down here, guys, around 76.25. And it came to 76.75. This node, if it stays below that node, it's going to move down a little bit. There it is. 75.75. I'm watching this ES. I was off by about 5 ticks, 6 ticks. We're back at the day low, give or take. I'm just waiting for this thing to slow down a little bit. If this catches a bid from down here, we could get all the way back up to 85. The euro is blowing my mind.
I cannot believe the euro. Unbelievable.
Blowing my mind. Crude gave us another sell up around 74, 75. It didn't quite get there. Well, then we're coming down, way down. Although Janet Yellen speaking, who knows what she says. But if they're going to raise interest rates, I would expect the markets to react to that and come down.
Okay, we've got a magnet on crude at 63. I see a stronger sell around 83, 75. If you want it, I'm taking it.
No, it already hit 75 already, to the tick.
Wow, look at the euro.
Looks like a sell up around 77 or so, 77 quarter, half in through there on ES.
Stop on it.
I always go in it with about a 3-point stop.
77 and a half.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Maybe even 78, Bob.
It could get up to 79. That's why I'm not putting a sell on yet. I'm watching this. There's a lip at 79. It could get to 78. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I said 77.5. I'm not worried about 2 ticks on the ES. Got the 77.75. And it would have given us first target, basically. I'm watching it, guys. There's a great sell if it gets up to 83.5. I'm not sure it can. This is a nice move off of 72. This is a bigger rotation than normal. 5-point rotation. Back up. 77.5 so far would have been the sell. A little higher up, guys, there's a sell. I'm waiting on the ES. Be nice to get an ES and get a runner at the open. Yep, 77.5 was the number, guys. If it stays below this node now, it's going to come down. It should come down now to 73.
Crude's stuck in the middle of where I want it. Around 83 is where I want to sell. Hasn't got up that. And the long, I think, is the strong long is down at 30. I don't know if we want to try one at 50, 51, 52.
I see a 52, 50. There's a suction tube right down here to 55. I see some support at 53, 52. I see that. It's the bottom of that little area of volume. This should come down. My 75 was spot on. I missed it, though.
Okay, we're at 62. We're about 12 ticks from entry.
It's the bottom of the channel at 55.
Yeah, 52 looks like a good place. At the bottom of that node. The node that you're looking at, the top of it is at 55. Let's have a look at where the stop needs to be. Stop needs to be 45. I've moved it to 52, so that's a 7-tick stop. I think it's going to stop in between 53 and 51. I don't think if I put it at 51, I'm going to get a fill. This is a profile trade, guys. Bottom of the node, and it's also channel trade, middle of the channel.
You guys can see it right here. Really shouldn't come below 49, I wouldn't think. 48.
A lot of support, a lot of buyers down at 49, and I think it's going to stop. It's going to stop at 50. No one's going to get filled at 50.
A nice bounce on the ES off the bottom. ES is going to struggle, guys, up in the low 80s. Crude opens in 6 minutes.
We'll have to close this trade in about. We should really not have it on as that open happens, guys. We should be closing this in about 2 or 3 minutes if we don't get it. I don't want to be in any pending trades waiting for the open. If we get it now, great. We'll give it 3 more minutes. Anyone that wants to be more aggressive, Bob says the top of the node is 55. Feel free to take it there. The risk is still down at 45, the stop. I don't want to take the room in to trade with a 10-tick stop. Obviously, you guys are free to do as you want if you want to risk more on your counts. Definitely at 2 minutes to the open, we've got to cancel this. I don't want to be playing right at the open when we get whipsawed. Yeah, let's cancel it. I don't think it's happening anyway. It's not going to happen till the open. It's going to stay in this range. We'll put it back on after it settles, after the whipsaw happens in the open. I still think 52 is a good area, a good price to go long.
If we get the ES up around 82, I'm selling it, guys.
Yeah, I think in between 82 and 83.50 is where it stops. I'll sell it with you, wherever you say, Bob.
82 or so, 82 and change.
Look at Euro, it's making the move back down from those highs.
It's got to retrace some of this.
It's doing a job now. Might find support around the whole number. Do 100 ticks and stop. Oh man, what a funny day. Bob, have you ever seen anything like this?
I've seen spikes, but I've not seen 3 or 4 consecutive 100-plus tick spikes. No, not that I can recall. The euro should now be a sell right up here at 42. I'm not touching it. ES is getting to a place I want to sell it. 83. I'll sell it 83. 82.75. 83. Might not get there. Didn't get there.
Can close.
Not get there. Close it for now.
82 and change would have done it.
That's a heck of a move off the bottom. 83. I'll sell. Yeah, it's going to struggle up here at 83 to 84 now. This is a big move up. I'll sell this 84. I don't know if it can get there. Yeah, 84.
Hit 83.75. Again.
Look at this. Are you kidding me?
Again.
You got to be kidding me. Man. Crude's open and didn't do anything.
I know, I saw that. Again. Nice trade call, Bobby. Sorry you missed it by a tick.
Not really. We didn't get filled, buddy.
I know. Sorry you missed it by a tick, dude. Here comes 52 on crude. I'm looking for a long at 52. And that came to 54.
There's a 54. Again, 52 and no fill. All right, I'm filled.
Stopped. Let's look for a sell at maybe 66. 62 I'll sell. Might sell at 59. That should really have held. And it came exactly to our stop, Bob. One ticked our stop, and then it bounced.
If it goes back up, 61 sell. I don't think it's coming up. It's not going to come up above that node.
You want to sell the 55 then?
Well, if it breaks above 55, the
To...
sell is around 61, 62.
Okay.
It's got to get above 55. This is kind of make or break. If it doesn't, it's coming down.
Stop has to be 60, 69 as well. I'm going to put it. I'm just trying to give it a bigger stop this time. Middle of the channel is actually 60. Shoot, 55 was it. The node held. So volatility.
Crude, it's coming down. If it stays below this node now at 52, it's going to come down. There was a little bit of support here where it stopped, but if it breaks below 43, it looks like it'll come down. It's got to break this node here at 44. The ES I'll sell at 88. 32 long, somewhere down there. We're stuck right here now, and this little node is holding it at 44. I do like that 28, Russ. That's right here. But this could come down and just keep breaking, guys. There's not enough volume. There's nothing. We left 37 sellers on the bottom. I'm inclined to want to take this 40 sell, but the volume is so light. It's got to break through that node. It's got to break through 43. Here it comes. It's below 43. It's just leaking, though. It's really not giving us a whole lot here. Come on. They're selling at 39.
Hey.
There it is. Oh, no, didn't fill me. Did not fill me. Came 4 ticks and didn't fill me. Come on, come get that price magnet. Come on, you dog. Come on. Really? Break 36. There it is. Nope. Plus 8, guys. I'm break even in 1. If it breaks 36 now, it only left 10 sellers. We got a shot of this coming down. There it comes. Should get down to 28. Maybe a little lower. So we got 8 ticks and 1. Come on, break this 36. That's it. We got 9 ticks out of that, guys.
Sell it again at 50, 49.50.
Yeah, we could sell it at 50. I don't think it's coming up.
I'm at 49 at the moment with a 55 stop. It might come up to 47.
I think it's coming down. It's just the volume is really erratic. Here it comes. Look at this piece of work.
Where's the long down here? 28 or 30?
28-ish. But let's see what happens. There's a price magnet at 26. It's coming down. It's working its way lower. Nothing's really cooperating. There's some volume in here, but it's just a lot of sideways and then a move. Same thing we've seen every day. Gutsy move, Steve. Nice trade. Gutsy, though. Left a lot of sellers down there. It's coming back to get it. I would watch this around 48. You might get it to 46, 7, 8.
I thought it was going to be along around 32. Nice trade. We were talking 32 to 28. Yeah, we've still got that magnet down there. I think we're coming up to a sell here, Bob. 47, 48. I've got mine on at 49. Could stop here at 48.
Came to 46.
Should we sell it? Let's move it.
Sandy, is there a call here?
Yeah, 49. Sell. Oh, hit 48. Okay, if it backs off 3 ticks, I'm not waiting like I did on the last one, because the last one did that to me as well, and then I left it. Okay, if it goes to 46, I'll cancel it. Right, cancel it. Maybe it's 52 now. I had 49 on, Bob. It came to 48 and bounced down. My middle of the channel was 49.
45 was the stop. It took 1 at 45, and it took 2 at 44.
And you know where it stopped and bounced? At 44. And then it came back all the way.
Just 2 at 44, so there was 2 additional ticks of slippage. We're getting slipped all over the place on crude lately. Yesterday I got slipped 9 ticks on 1 trade. 2 ticks per contract out, 1 tick in. ES just pulled back to some quick support. Let's see what it gives me. I'm watching the ES. I'm looking for the 80s, guys, about 3.5 points higher than this for a sell. There's nowhere in here to get long. It's right in the middle of volume.
I'm not selling the 61 anymore. It came to 60 and rejected. I was putting it on just now, but I've just looked at what the price has just done. Breaks over 60 now. It's going higher.
70 to 72 is the next level for a sell. It's a long in here. It's building in here with support around 47. I don't want to take the trade from here because I don't have any real volume in it, but it's long. It should be. It's the center of the channel, guys, on a small time frame. Most of the volume right now is buys. I'm not buying it. It's got to get above 60. That's why I'm not taking it long in here, guys.
Came to 53 and bounced anyway. Wouldn't have got filled at 52.
ES is really disappointing the heck out of me. It's retracing most of that move now, or much of that move. I wanted to see it a little higher for a sell. The hourly looks like it's going to die. The ES should find support around 77.5. Right in the middle of nowhere on the ES, guys. Keep an eye on crude for me, Sandy, please. I'm watching this ES. Came to 77.5 is where I see support, and it bounced at 78. I'm waiting on it, guys. 2-point bounce already. All right, now we might get a sell around 83.
69 to 72, I'll wait for a short around there. 69 might be it when it gets there.
Not a lot of buyers at 60. What are you looking for?
72 to 74 short on crude. There's a bang bang setting up at 60.
14 tick range.
No way. No, thank you.
No. Guys, what that means is there's no real momentum. We got 14 ticks in the last 9 minutes.
75 should stop crude. So 74 is a very good sell. I've got a magnet at 76. I've got major resistance at 75.
ES is pretty darn active today, but we're just trading in volume. The ES is trading in the 78-ish to 82 range. It's basically trading in the middle of one distribution area. It keeps coming down to this area and pulling back up to here and selling back off. One of these ranges is given. I'm guessing we're going short because it's kind of working its way back down, but I don't have a place to get in. I need to get in a little higher. I don't want to sell it down here. On a 30-minute chart, I can sell maybe around 83.5 to 84. They've left 500 sellers on the bottom now. What's your sell, 72?
Yeah, I'll move it to 72. It was at 74, but I'll put it at 72 because I think I'm too conservative.
Now it's breaking down. ES. 75.5. I see 73.5. Maybe 78, 75 now for a sell, somewhere in through there.
I've got long at 33 again or at 24. You know, we've got the magnet at 26. It hasn't taken it out yet.
Crude is a scalp sell right here. Right here, 46, 47, 47, it's a sell. Come on.
43, 44 for the first target. Come on, baby.
I'm at 43, but it's got to stop at 51. Come on down. Come get that 26. Come on.
Come on. You can do it.
Stop is 53. If it breaks the notch at 51, it's going to come up. My stop is 53, guys. There's a notch right here. Could 53 within one tick of stop out.
No.
Come on. Break it. Give me that 26 final target. Good Lord, this is...
Slow as a molasses. Come on.
Slow doesn't even begin to define it. Look at this, jumping around 2 and 3 ticks at a time. There it is. Break 44. Come on, are you kidding?
There it is. Here it is. Come on. Ugh. If it breaks 40, it's going to be a great trade.
There it is, guys. +8, I'm at break even. My God.
Nice trade.
26 is final target, guys. 26 is final target, if it can get there. It's just, we got 8 ticks out of this thing. 51 was a perfect stop. It was the notch in the profile. It's going to take me out. It just doesn't want to break. If you want to try to get down to 26, your stop needs to be 52, 53. If it breaks here, it's here it comes. Come on. Break even in 1. There we go. Break even in 2. So I got 8 and 2. This is just the most difficult market the last 3 days. Got to break 40. If it breaks this 39, it's a goner. It's a goner. 39 is the number, guys. It's trying to roll over. It's going to take me first. Got it. What did we get on that?
10.
We were down 70. Yeah, 10. Okay.
8 and 2.
39 is going to go. It basically treading water. Unfinished at 62. Support down here where it is basically at 40. If it breaks this 39, guys, it's a goner. Told you. You freaking dog. Here it comes.
There's a magnet back up at 46, so it could return there first. I don't know if I want to sell it there again. We were accurate with the 59 to 61 area, Bob. We just didn't take it.
Everything, we're just chopping to death. I mean, that's all we're doing, guys. It's just one of those days where if I can get back-to-back all in, all out at about 5 ticks, I think I'm just done. This is terrible. The trade works. I did say if anybody wanted to try to get the runner, you left your stop at 52.
Yep.
So if anybody stayed with it, your results are better than mine. I can give you the stops if you guys want. Look at this. Oh, man. It's going to break 26. It just came to 27. It still didn't get the magnet, right?
No.
It's coming lower. It's unfinished at 27. So it's going to come down. I just need to find a next place to get in is back up around 42, 43.
Okay.
That's all I see.
That's
all I see.
Let's sell it. I don't want to go against this trend. It's a bit too aggressive. 22 might bounce it, 22 to 24, but I don't want to buy it. I'd rather stick with the trend. With a 50 stop, I'll do the 42 that Bob's suggesting.
I don't know that we can get there.
I'm sitting there just in case. My middle of the channel for the sell is, I see it around, 39. Straight to the magnet now.
There it is. Magnet's gone. Now tell me there's a magnet at like $38.
There's a magnet back up at 46, Bob.
Possible sell at around 76, it looks like, on the ES, if it doesn't break down and go away first. The 44 sell is the only thing I see now, Sandy. We're coming to test the lows. I've said that for months.
42, I'm waiting. I think it might get up as high as 44. I'm sitting at 42 though, Bobby.
Guys, I'm going to sell 76. I don't even know that it can get there. Left 8 buyers at 75. A lot of sellers at 72 quarter. 800 sellers at 72 quarter. Too slow for me. Yeah, 43. Sandy and I will sell 42, assuming it can get there. 42 is the center of the channel. It might only get to 38 or 30. I think 40 is going to do it. It's got to push up. There's 36. Here's the issue. That notch is at 38, just below that little knob at 39. If it breaks that knob, we'll get 40, 41 will do it. 42 might do it. But 39 may stop it. Believe it or not, this little knob could stop it. It's not a big range right now.
The thing with moving it to 40, the stop still needs to be at 50. I think it stops in between 42 and 44, Bob. I'm selling 42 with you though. Middle of the channel and it's aggressive. My middle of the channel's at 40. So that's why Bob's saying that 39 might stop it. It's come to 36 a few times, so yeah, it should pop 5-6 ticks, you would think. Here it comes. A little bang bang here at 37, but it hasn't got very much room to go.
It'll get to 37. There's a notch right at 37. It's got to break that notch at 37. It's unfinished at 36. We have 10 o'clock news.
Okay, cancelled. I don't think it gets there before 10 anyway, Bob.
And I don't think the news will affect crude. But look at this breakdown on the euro. This is worth the trade, fellas. This 89 bang bang. This is worth the trade, guys. If this breaks through and comes down, this thing's a goner. This thing can cover 100 ticks in a hurry. News, 1 minute. Look at the ES. I wish I took that 76 now. Just moved too slowly, guys, to my entry. News is out. Yellen started testifying. Wow. Factory orders month over month better than expected, but ISM non-manufacturing came in much lower than expected. Mixed data still, guys. Crude, what do you want to do with crude here? I see 42 still. Do you?
Yeah, I'm with it.
No fill?
No fill.
No fill and gone.
Oh, you.
And gone. No fill.
Off.
You guys got filled, you're almost to first target. There's first target. No fill.
No, me neither.
Hit me twice. No fill. Came to 42. It should have filled me.
I was there. Didn't fill me.
Nobody got filled on that. If the ES can get back up to around 74 half, there's a sell up there. I mean, we're just going to keep rotating lower and lower now. ES is pretty much cooked. That's the high volume nodes. I don't think it can get above 75. Nope, there it goes. Going to keep breaking down. You might get a bounce at 69. Here's the ES on a daily chart. ES could, if anybody's in it, you could work this thing down to about 2053. There's some stops along the way. It'll probably bounce at 66, probably bounce again somewhere around 60. But the end of this area of value is 52-ish. We're only down 8 S&P points, 71 and the 10 on the NASDAQ. It's not like this is a catastrophe here. This could bounce the ES right here, 68, 68 half, this area here. If it's going to bounce, it's got to bounce right now, or it continues down to the bottom of value at 65. I want to see a rotation back up to around 73, and I'll sell it. Ran out of sellers here, though, at 68. It's just too much to want to get in the middle of that. It's working down. This 26 bang bang will probably work if it gets below 30. This goofy node at 30 is holding it here, guys. It broke the node at 30 and then came down to 27, left 15 sellers. That's it. If the 26 goes, the problem is you've got support down at 22, 23. It might only go 2 or 3 ticks and then stop. The 22 I like better than the 26. The 22 takes it into a value area. 26 could hit this node right here at 21 and just die. I would rather sell a pullback.
Yeah, me too. Middle of the channel now is 33, 34. We see if there's some big sellers that can support us.
Left 9 sellers. Now it's inching. Find us a sell right now on crude.
A sell on crude is 35. Middle of the channel, I have it at 33.
Yeah, I think you could sell about this node here at 28, 29.
Stop on it is about 39 though.
I don't think it's going to pop back up. A lot of sellers here at 23.
It's going down to 14 before it has any support. You still want 28 if it comes back? I haven't cancelled it.
It's not coming back.
Might stop at 26.
I'm waiting on the bottom of value on ES as well. This is terrible. Just terrible. We can't get a retracement. 22 got you to 17. Maybe you got first target. Unfinished auction down there. 17, 14, 13, 10, 6. There's a lot down here. It's working down, but the 17 I don't like because of this 15. Pull back to 24, 25, I think we can get in that thing. There's no real move here. It's just a bleed. If you guys are in at the 22, you got your first target. Can't get a bounce, can't get anything. If ES is going to bounce, it's right here, guys. I can't get a retracement to sell the ES. This node here, I think, right up around 28 to 30 is going to squash it again. Euro's up and down 20 and 30 ticks. I'm a little disappointed in this crude. No pullback. Same thing with the ES. I can't get any pullbacks to sell. We're coming lower. Find me on a small time frame a place to get short. 130 sellers down here at 14. Where's there a retracement to on a real tiny? Here's a 233 tick.
21 of course,
it's not even going to come back there. We could have sold, that's the 21 or to 23, 24. I don't think we can get there.
We can do 21 or 26. Those are the 2 levels. Putting it at 21.
I just tried to sell. Look at this.
I know.
This dog came to 20. This whole thing is just a slow bleed down. I'm going to move that to 24. I don't know that it can get there. There's 22. Ugh, look at this. 23. I'm down to 23. Won't fill me. When I have to trade off of a 233 tick, it's really dry. I mean, this is some seriously difficult trading. It keeps hitting here. Look at all these sellers stacked, and they're still not really driving price lower. You got 300 plus on the bid. It keeps hitting 21. It's going to 22. Well, you know I'm not taking the 10. There's just not enough. It may come to 10 and then rip.
It looks like it might bounce at 10. There's 113 buyers there.
But I'm not selling it.
Down here, I see lots of buyers in between 10 and 9, but I don't want to get into trying to catch a falling knife because I feel the trend is down.
A lot of sellers at the bottom at 65 quarter on this ES. I wanted to get a move back up into the 70, 71 area for a sell. Crude is just bleeding on us, guys. I have no trades. Gold might give us a sell at this node around 56. It needs to pop right to about that node 55.9. Can't even do that. We got to 55.5. That node at 56 should stop gold here, guys. All right, come on. Come on back down. A little quicker. A little quicker. There's 3. Come on. That's why I hate gold. It's so slow. I'm not staying with this long, guys. It should have pulled right back to 55.2. That should be where gold comes. Low. New candle. That's not good. Come on down. Guys, my stop is 5 ticks now. This new candle's not going to help. If it comes back through the entry, we're good. If not, it's just going to bounce and take me out. It's the only trade I can see. It's just everything is deathly slow. Come on down. Pop down here. Come on.
Do you want to take first at 3? Or are you waiting for 5?
Come on down. It's trying to bid lower, guys. If it breaks 6, we're good. 6 is the number. It should get to somewhere between 2 and 4. There's 6. Won't break 6. Come on, break 6, and it's good. Wake me up when this is over. Look at this. It keeps flashing 6. There's 6. Come on, you. Break 6. Golly. Whoop. Move it the wrong way. Now it's going to take us out. Here we go. Come on. I'll take 9 ticks if it'll give it to me, guys. It won't give me 9 ticks on this stupid gold. Now it's building support right here at this stupid little 7. There. I'm going to break even if I can get it. I'm done with it. If not, it's 15 tick loss. It's going higher now. I'm done with this thing. 11 tick range. If gold pops up to 57.4, I sell it again. How much did that slip me on that sell? Where were we up?
We were up 3 ticks.
Slip me a tick all the way around. What does this tell you, guys? I can't get 3 ticks out of a trade?
Let's watch 26 on crude. We're at 19 at the moment.
Done with it. 69 half sell on the ES. We've been slipped on almost every trade today.
Here comes 26 sell on crude.
Okay.
Stops 32. Can't get up there. There is a bang forming up here at 24, but I don't see it going more than 2 or 3 ticks. Couldn't get up there.
No level wants to hold today. Again, nothing. Come on, break down. Still want this 26, correct?
Correct.
Look at this. It's giving me 1, 2 ticks. I can't buy a trade here. Come on. It's got to break 69, and then I'm going for low of the day. There's a big unfinished auction right at the bottom. Look at this. 2 ticks. Same thing with gold. 2 and 3 ticks is all I can get out of anything.
Nice.
There's first target. Finally. 6 ticks on that.
If crude comes and breaks 10, cancel the 26.
Now sell, you dog. They're making me work for every single tick. I got a point locked in, guys. 4 ticks locked in. 5 ticks locked in. Big unfinished auction on the bottom if they can keep hitting it. 6 locked in, guys. 7 locked in. 8 locked in. 2 points locked in. 8 ticks locked. Come on, break the low of the day. Let's go. Go get that auction. Nah, it's going to bounce here. We got 8 ticks locked in, guys. Out. Back to where we were before the gold trade. Plus 8 on the runner, so plus 14 on the ES, guys. This market, the last 3 days, really 4 days, we were positive on Monday. We are working for every single tick. This is no easy market to trade. I think they're accumulating contracts to go higher. That's my sense here.
On crude.
Yeah. They can't get it any lower. And the last 3 times down here, we've had, oh, that's why. We've had 2 and 11 sellers on the bottom. There's no real movement here. I'd be interested in a sell around 28 to 30 again, if it can get up there. Guys, there is no movement. 6 tick range on gold now, 9 ticks on crude, and 18 on the ES. And all we've done is basically trade sideways. Honestly, in this market, I consider that a win. We're 2 5-tick trades away from having a great day. I just can't find them. I'm happy with 300 plus days. I just can't find the trades, guys. I mean, I'm doing everything I can. Gold gave me 4 ticks. Same thing all week.
Watch crude now, Bob. It's 21. We're looking for 20.
28 to 30. I'm going to wait for a move above 24 because it's got to break 24 if it's going to do anything. The next sell on the ES, look at the ES came to the low of the day. Gave away 2 points, 8 ticks on that.
Okay, we're at 23 on crude.
It's got to break the bang bang at 24, which it will. There it goes. Let's see what happens up here at, it's got to go a little higher, guys. 29 is where I wanted to see it. Came to 26. Oh, came right to the center of the channel again. We zeroed out now on the ES. We cleared that. No, we didn't. We still have unfinished at 26 quarter. We came 1 tick above. Look at that bounce off the bottom on the ES.
Crude's at 28. We've got capping yet?
I missed it. It came to 29. I missed it. I was looking at the ES. I missed it. Came right to 29. But it's really not moving. I don't think it can get above 31.
Okay, I'm selling 31 then.
I don't even know that it can get there, but that's the node. If it gets above 30, I want to see it poke 31, 32, and then die. It's backing off from 29. If you're a poker player, this is the equivalent of grinding. This is just tough trading. There's not a lot of movement. We're trading in very small areas. Listen, I can't make up momentum and I can't make up range. When the trades present themselves, we got to the 29, that would have given us first target. This is hard trading, guys. This week has been very difficult, extraordinarily difficult. If there's anybody out there making much money, I'd like to know it. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And it didn't fill me. Look. Tried to get it 33, guys. It poked. This was the poke I said. I want to see it above that and then a pullback. And it didn't give it to me. It's coming down lower. It's going to come down to probably 28, 27. It didn't give me the trade. 29, 28. Now we're going long. Maybe from 28, 29, where we just broke from this node. I don't think it's coming back. It came to 31, 33. Now we're picking up a little bit. 38 to 40. I can live with 40. That's right at the notch. I can live with that, Roger.
Crude's at 30. You want 28 or 26? I'll tell you where the big buyer is. The big buyer is at 25. Anything between 25 and 27 can hold this.
It just came down to 29 and capped out with 5 sellers. ES is all but dried up right now. The notch on this is at 23 to 24, 23, 4 in through there. But it's building a base now right here. As long as it holds this node, 28, 29, it's going to go long. I'm not taking the risk here because if it breaks this bottom of value area, there it goes. God, is this thin? Look at this thing jump. I can live with 40, though. If it pops up to 40, it's a scalp. Guys, look at this. You see how the bottom of the channel is arching up here? It's given support about 30. If it breaks that number, that little notch, it's coming down to this bottom of this value area. And if it breaks 89, we're coming down. Here comes that 40. I don't know that it's going to get there.
Stop is 50 at 49.
35 has to go. 35 is going to go. Let's see a pullback to 30. There's 37. Still not capped. It's still not capped. It's got to get up to 40. That's where the notch is, and then fall right back to maybe 32. Got to 37.
It slipped me to 41.
It's okay. I think you're fine.
First target, I'm going to take a...
I'm not in the trade, Sandy.
Okay.
I'm in the trade now. Come on down.
My stop's at 42. I've taken first target.
If you took the 40, guys, I'm trying to get 37 out of the first 2. Come on, are you kidding? Take profits. It's building a base to go long. Come on. I'm not getting much out of this, but it looks like it wants to go long. There we go. Come on. It's got to break 37, guys. N1. It's not going to give me much out of this. That's okay.
I've got my target at 36 and I'm out of this trade.
It should get down to 34. I'm at 2.
I'm out. Thanks. Good call, Bobby.
I'm at 3. I'm at 3. I'm out at 37. It didn't give me much, guys. It gave me 3 and It gave me 5 ticks total. It may come down a little lower, but I'm not playing with that.
It gave me 11 ticks, 6 and 5.
Way too difficult for me to trade it. What does that tell you, Asher? It hit your target 3 times and didn't take you out of even one contract. Thin, 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 thin. We saw it with gold on my trade that I ended up taking a stop out on and got slipped on as well. And now we're seeing it in crude. Thin markets. There's no point in trying to trade this. All we can do is get hurt. The ranges are negligible. It's easier to make $500 than it is to make 75. Look at it. Look at this go. This is why I'm quick to take profits. There was another sell potentially right here at the center of the channel. The next sell I see on crude, guys, is 68. Nothing till then. Right up in here. Now we're going long on that. The indices are trying to make a move long. Let me see what the dollar's doing. The dollar can pull back. It's at an area of support. The euro's got to come down. Should get along somewhere in the neighborhood of 29 to 32. Last time down, we capped out at 29 with only 47 sellers. Right now, I've got 61. There's your long, 34.
There's 100 buyers at 33.
I don't think they can get it much lower. That's the bottom of this little area of value. If it comes down here, guys, to this couple more ticks, I will take the long. And I'll take it all in, all out at 5 to 6 ticks. Oh, come on. 33 was it, guys.
32, Bob.
You have no idea how badly I want to sell this euro because I know it's coming down.
Is there a bang bang on it?
I mean, there's a bunch here, but if we get through this 89, it's a goner. It's going to cover 100 tick. It'll cover back to 560 in a day or two. It's not going anywhere. They can throw all the money that they want at that problem, that black hole they call Europe. How much money are they going to throw? Watch this crude. One more move lower. It's a question of, I don't know what shorts are still left out there, who's going to start covering, but it is coming down, guys. That meteoric rise is coming down. I mean, this is a long, hang on, let me see something here, guys. Here's the problem. This little thin island is holding it here. It is a long, but it's got to break 42, 41, 42 to get out of its own way. Here we are in a 233 tick. It's got to break this little area here at 41, right? This area of thin volume in here to go any higher. It's stuck at the point of control on a small time frame. It pierced this bubble, so it looks like she wants to go higher, but without the momentum to do it. We've basically broken that trend. Now it's back below the trend. Where do you see the long?
On crude.
Down around 25?
27 now? Even this 30, 29?
Just capped out at 30. I'm trying to follow this on order flow, guys, and the volume is so thin. It should come down to this area here. Can't even get you a trade on a tiny, it came to 30. Here's what we were looking at before, 29, and it came to 30. I can't even find you a trade, guys, on a 233 tick. There's no trades to be had. Now, if it breaks 28, there's a bang bang at 29 that might get us to 23. See if I can get one more trade out of this and call it a day, at least for now. I don't think we can. Could almost sell it right here. 35, 36. It can't break this area. If it goes long, great. Let it go long. Here's another candle. Now it's got a shot. The momentum is now shifting, though. Did it get to 40?
No.
Can't break the 40. The momentum is shifting to the downside. I mean, what momentum there is. Dean, are you about ready? Most of you would know Dean Henley. For those of you that don't, I will allow him to not only introduce himself, but also tell you who he is, a little bit about what he's done.
Hi, I'm this guy, and I have been asked by Bob and Sandy to speak for a few minutes about their room and how it fits into this title. And this is something I've been doing for a while, and I'm going to just go from 50,000 feet, basically the global industry as I see it, and drill down to this special group of rooms we call Trade Titans. Speak in detail about this one because this is where we're at today. To put it in perspective, people ask this question all the time of me. I asked it 6-7 years ago when I started. What is a good room? Right now, there's 1,043 rooms, and there are 376 new rooms this year in 2015. So if you spent a day in each room, you'd be 156 rooms behind just for this year. That's not including all the rest of them. Unfortunately, how did I do it? Starting 7 years ago, brute force. I opened up and had 4 rooms in my computer each day. Beyond Profile, Alpha Wave, Trading, Mini Professor. I think this is Rockwell Trading on the far right on the bottom. And at the end of a couple of days, I'd switch over again. And at the end of a couple of days, I'd switch over again. And at the end, so I'd get some rooms I could quit in a day or less. They were horrible, terrible. Some I had to stay in for, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 days. But usually at the end of the month, I had seen some 30 or 40 rooms. At the end of 3 months, I'd seen some 60 or 80 rooms. And at the end of some years, I'd seen all of them. For me, as I moved through the rooms, I published quite a bit. This year alone, I've published, I started in January with 667 rooms looking for truthful and transparent. And then it moved up to 722. I published a paper a few months ago, the Midas Touch, looking for the Midas Touch and how to trade with the Titans. And just recently, battered trader syndrome, something that so many of us have gone through, which is having bought expensive packages that have failed us. They look good. In fact, for the 1,043 rooms out there, you can't Google or search for most successful or most profitable or most truthful or transparent. You can't search for that. And they all are successful. Not one says that they're a failure. So many of us have bought expensive packages, basically failed us as soon as we took them out of the box. And this recent paper a few months ago puts it together by looking at how to trade a global Titan, how to use a pullback, and how to use a bracket trade. And I have another one coming up, this one. This will be out in about 6 weeks, but I'll just give you a little walk through the park. I wanted to profile the outrageous, the ridiculous, and the absurd types of rooms out there. For example, there are quite a few rooms that trade with animals. They have animal names: blue crow, cobra, lizard trader, panda, rhino, fox, wolf, gorilla, and we associate with animals, so they project a certain accomplishment, if you will, by being linked to an animal. There are rooms that trade with gods, spirits, voodoo, magic. Alpha Wave trades with God's vision. They state that directly. The Trading Faith trades with God's rhythm. They state that directly. Trade for Jesus trades out of the body of Christ directly. Voodoo trading, the wizards, voodoo lines, the gypsies, the James 16 group trades as if they're apostolic, they're apostles of Jesus. Magic Trader University, the Grail system. And the last one, trading gods today. You can be a trading god today. So I think there should be a round of lightning bolts for everyone for that one. How about this? This is the warrior clan of trades. Fierce trading, mercenary, samurai, savage, Spartan, and so on. They convey this predatory type of mentality. By the way, there's nothing in the rooms that indicate that. There are no sharp weapons. They don't hand out, shields or swords, but that's how they project themselves. This is a whole crew. The astrological, not astronomy, but astrology, right? The fact that celestial bodies, as they move through space, affect activities here on Earth, most notably humans, and in turn finance, and in turn futures. So we have astro traders and galactic traders and moon connection, and so on. But basically, they all speak to the idea that somehow there are large forces at play which can't be seen, can't be measured, aren't understood, and have never been calibrated, but there they are, and working well. And if you don't trust me, you can go to the Cosmic Intelligence Agency and ask them. They'll tell you what's going on.
First question, Nick's asked, what kind of doctorate do you have?
My bachelor's is in biology. My master's is in biochemistry. I got it at Waxman Institute of Microbiology. My PhD is in molecular genetics. I got that at Rutgers Medical School. I postdoced at the College of Physicians and Surgeons at Columbia Medical School in cardiology. I postdoced at Yale Medical School in pulmonology. I got an MBA in finance from Boston University Graduate School of Business and a law degree from the University of Southern California. But that's all worthless, by the way. I mean, that didn't help me for a particle. Not a particle. I think trading futures requires true talent, like Tiger Woods. True talent, right? Not book smarts. Okay, so Cosmic Intelligence Agency, there we go. Don't trust me. How about this one? You can trade with Zen, right? You know, Zen trading, calm, cool, collected. There are 4 or 5 Zen sites. Yeah, I don't count that. And by the way, in the paper, one very powerful form of room marketing is image. I didn't put this in this paper, but here's one. Sterling Profits. This is a young man, well-dressed, feet on his desk, smoking at work. Doesn't get better. Big Boys Finance. Big Boys Finance. If you're not confused, how about this? Georgia Anderson's futures. Do you think she needs that swimsuit picture there? She has it. How about this? Futures Trader 71. Shaken, not stirred. Do you think they need a bond woman? FOB.com has a new app for trading right between these two ladies. Do you see it clearly? Virgin Traders. Do you sense a message there? No? How about this one? Tipped Off Trading. Do you see what I see? Not that. This. Floppy drive. Who uses a floppy drive? Gotcha. So, what do I look for? I look for a track record. That's the first thing I look for, and when I do, I can eliminate 800 rooms from consideration. I do now anyway. And not just any track record. I want to see every trade, day by day, by week, by month, by year. And I want the track record to be truthful. There is some 15, 18, 19 rooms that cheat on their track record. They have this disclaimer that past performance doesn't predict future, but mathematically speaking, past performance is 100% predictive of the past. I want to see how they did in the past. It's like their batting average or their golf score or their bowling score. It's very important to me. Secondly, I want them to make some money. $50,000 a year on a 3-contract per trade basis. Why this? It's a median salary. Why 3 contracts? You really can't do it with 1 or 2. I'll just tell you. And you can weight it, right? $50,000 a year on a $12.50 contract is, like $40,000 a year on 10, and so on. And then lastly, do they show their trades in real time? This is the hardest thing to do. It's like golfing in a grand U.S. national tournament. Every trade counts when you trade in real time. It is the single most distinguishing, difficult thing to do. You can tell me the trade. I'm buying at 46.50. You can type it out. I'm buying at 46.50. You can do a price chart at 46.50, or you can do a DOM. And remember, this rhymes with mom. It's not dome. It doesn't rhyme with home. It's DOM. And I want you to do it in enough time so I can understand, replicate your trade in real time. I need to shadow trade, or mirror trade as they call it. So when you ask for a track record and you ask to make some money a year, successful money, and you ask to have the trade shown in real time, you go from 1,043 rooms down to 13. That's a big reduction. And we call these trade titans. Actually, Revin Wood at Rev's Futures Day Trading came up with that title. These rooms are truthful, transparent, and profitable. And here they are, all 13 of them. And as you know, we're about ready to induct a 14th one, Trading Futures in Action. They have all the attributes, and even then some, and I'll speak in some detail to that. In general, for any of these rooms, the question can always be, so what? What does that mean to me? Well, it means a lot. These rooms are at the 99th percentile of performance. That is a big, 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 big deal. I know 100 rooms that can't scratch the surface on $50,000 a year. They can make some money. They're not a failure. But $50,000 a year or more is a big deal. It's very hard to do. They're not autocratic. They're not dictatorial. They're not arrogant. They're not insulting. They are patient, polite, and friendly. Imagine that. And they teach and trade together. This is what I see in this room. I see the most amazing thing that I've only seen in this room alone, a DOM that shows price, entry, trade, and execution in real time, even if they have a pre-existing price and a new trade on as well. This is an extremely important and distinguishing feature, and I'll put it in perspective for you. This is probably the single most transparent aspect. This is a fundamental, it's actually raw trade execution. You don't see it, and because you are so close, you can actually smell the ozone, right? At some of these trades. Not all trades are going to be filled, and you can see that they're not filled, and they don't count them. You might get filled and make money, but they don't count it. It shows for the first time some of the variability in price action as it affects both trade execution for entry and trade exit for targets, because you have to watch. It has to get filled. I mean, this is the law of trading, but it's smothered over in other rooms. You don't see it. Here you can. They teach as they trade. When you are there and they talk about an entry or a target and stop, they define why they are. We're looking above this node. We're getting into this area here for this reason. We're placing our stop here. We're looking for our target here. They don't just dictate. And they trade what they see. They explain what they know. And they execute in real time. And that's demanding. It is demanding to be on both sides of the execution side and the teaching side at one time. They are experienced. Both Bobby and Sandy have 20 years of background experience in trading and banking, and they come from the Global Trade Room, which is a titan as well, and they were the head stars there. And of course, they have the famous it's not Bang Bump, is it Bada Bang? No, what is it here?
Bang Bang.
Bang Bang, no. Bang Bang trade, yes. They have the famous Bang Bang trade. So what I see in this room are the key attributes. They are truthful, they are transparent, and they are profitable, and they are probably the most truthful and transparent of any room. They have zero ability to hide, not even to the penny. A DOM, up as they have it, is forthright and truthful all the time, and it's going to set a standard second to none, and they will be hated. I know what it's like to be hated, but they will be hated as well. I thank and acknowledge people who allow me to do these little presentations, in that I don't solicit any money for these reviews. I write them up and publish them for free, and I always have. And these are my opinions, so if you don't like what you see or what I say, you can yell at me. And you know, I watch Bob's and Sandy's track record every day, and I'm in the room every day. And when it comes back at night, I check it out every night. And then when they post it, I check out the posting every day. And it goes back and forth like that. I'm sort of like a teacher, you know, checking off the accuracy of the postings. I do that for a month or 2 or 3 to make sure rooms are truthful. When I say they're truthful, I pay attention for a long time, a very long time. And of course, I thank them for their hospitality. And just always to put it in perspective, you know, these guys are joining this group of elite traders, the Global Trade Titans. They have their own website, and you can visit there as well. I always have to make sure that you see them for what they are directly and what they are part of, which is also unique and quite impressive. So I think I'll just say it's been my pleasure. I'll take any questions, and this is me down here. Thank you very much.
That was good. Thank you very much.
Erms asked a question. He's asking about the GTR. They don't show a DOM, and his question is, it simply relates to their transparency.
There are 4 ways that rooms can communicate trades in real time. They can say, I'm buying 46.50 and narrate it. Global Trade Room tends to do that. I'm narrating, right? And there's others as well. And then when it comes to 46.50, you might hear order filled or not. But the idea is that you have the execution, you just can't observe it or watch it. There are rooms that use price charts, right? But to my understanding, all of them are SIM. Some rooms will tell me they trade real money, but I can't see it. And so I don't doubt them, but I can't verify them or authenticate. I know Bob trades real money because I see his account. And he's going to start.
We're going to post a live account, a live brokerage.
What traders tell me is that I don't know if someone has skin in the game. They can tell me they're buying 46.50, but I don't know if they did. If I can't see their trade, I don't know if they're in. And if they get out, I don't know that they've been filled. And there are a couple of titans like that. Valhalla Futures with Will Shire types his entries. I'm buying 46.50. He'll type it out because he's a chat room. And then there's one other that narrates their trades. So it's not as if it's untrue. It's just not as transparent.
But you're right, when you can see what is happening, that is what really counts. Actually, last month we were profitable. Based on my DOM, based on my statement of filled trades, we were profitable. This month we've started out with a real tough couple of days. We've got the rest of the month, and I have no doubts that we will be profitable. This year we've had 2 losing months. January and February were both down months for me. Let me ask you a question, Dean. Of all the rooms that you've seen, whether you've seen them or not, how many are you aware that either show a DOM or are trading actually in front of everybody?
So, trading in front has these 4 levels. They can trade in front by typing.
No, I meant with a DOM. How many rooms out there are actually executing their trades in 100% real time, on the screen, every trade, all day?
I don't think any.
Okay.
Any. Let's say, for example, a person's trading a bracket trade. So they enter and they have a 7-tick stop and a 7-tick target, but they do it in sim on the price chart. And we know that there's some wobble in fills and exits when you go from sim to cash. So that's the first long-standing area of issue is sim versus cash. Rooms say they trade cash, and I suspect they do, but they can't prove it to me. So being from Missouri, if I can't see it and I can't measure it, it doesn't exist. No, you're the only one with a DOM and a live chart, a live trade. And you in the room see the difficulty in executing in real time. Bob and Sandy are laboring under a disadvantage, if you will, which is a reality check, by the way, almost second to none in the industry. People with, touch and fill are filled in a nanosecond on sim, and they're in and out instantly, and they glide through the system with zero repercussions. But the rest of us are left on the side of the road, bleeding, and limping along, and figuring out, why can't we get out of the trade? Well, that's the reality of it. The trades are hard to get in, and they don't just, exit at a blink of an eye. So very often, even though they're showing their trades in real time, those trades are executing in a way that is not representative of what we have to go through in cash. Now, I know this because I sit in rooms for a month or two and trade sim, and when I have them analyzed the way I like it, I ask them if I can trade money. And I step up to the plate with money, and there is a distinctive shift in the force going from sim to money. It is like a kind of like a time warp or going through a sound barrier, and things are different on the other side with money. And I know this, and I know that you all know it too. So when you see rooms that trade in sim all the time, we all know that there's another dimensional shift, which is called cash trading. And to show your DOM with a cash account and to post your brokerage accounts will be the ultimate achievement in transparency and truthfulness. So I wrote Bob, I said, you'll be hated. You will be hated by the industry. How dare you come out, you remember like in Wizard of Oz when they pull back the curtain and there's that guy behind pulling all the levers, we pull back the curtain now and we're going to have the true, raw, real trade, which is really, where the money's made. And I think, I actually always use rooms like this to bash other ones into compliance. Of course, they spit back in my face and tell me to get lost because they don't want to do that. It's really difficult, very hard. So, any other questions?
We do. I'm going to just read the questions as they come up, and certainly these are not preempted or anything like that, Dean. I hope you know that. Lewis is asking, what do you think when a room simply utters buy, bid, sell, ask?
Right. You mean as the way they communicate the trade themselves to you, buy, bid, sell, ask,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a market trade, and that's what they call an order. You're getting an order. Act now, buy now, sell now, or buy, bid, sell, ask. So you boom, you hit buy, bid, or you hit sell, ask, and then you're in line, in some invisible line, and you may or may not get filled, and you don't know what they're doing. The room itself, you didn't actually see a trade. You received a surrogate order by bid. That's a surrogate order for you. I mean, it may say what they're doing. I'm going to buy bid too. But even if you both hit the button almost at the same second, they may be 100 traders ahead of you, 100 trade, in line. So that is only a surrogate, right? It's a derivative of information. It's not actual. It's a second derivative. It'd be the same thing if it said like buy, 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 or sell, sell, sell. You go, okay, buy, 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 buy. I'll buy.
And the follow-up to that was, do you consider that to be transparent?
As much as it can be. It's not untruthful. It's not a lie. It is a form of communication that's muted and limited, right? Because you can't say what price, did you get in? You have to ask. What number of contracts did you get in? You have to ask. When did you get filled? You have to ask. You don't know. So it's a trade command, but it doesn't have the same composite information. You're left wondering, well, did you get in? When did you get in? Where did you get in? How many contracts did you get in with? You don't know any of that, right? You can't see it. Okay.
Let's see here. Nick, thank you for that. Nick said that we're setting a real standard for the industry.
The standard. Yeah, and I will use you as a weapon. I'll force you into a club. Go beat people over the head. Because, I have 50 rooms that say they trade real money. And because they trade real money, they can't post their records, That's not true. And I had it out with this lawyer yesterday. I won't mention the room. Actually, underground trader room. And I had it out with this lawyer, and I called, I do this one. I called the Natural Futures Association. I said, I'm not registered. I'm not licensed. I don't trade other people's money. What are the restrictions and rules on posting a track record? Zero. Post what you want. Then I called up the commodities, exchange. Same thing. I'm not registered. I'm not a registrant. I'm not licensed. I'm not trading other people's money. What are the rules and regulations that extend to me as an average trader? None. Zero rules. Post any record you want. So the standard that they set, people are going to say, oh, I can't post my brokerage account because you'll hack my account. You'll get my account number and you'll hack into JP Morgan and pop my money out. Fat chance. Or they'll say, for example, it's against the law to show brokerage accounts. No, it's not. That's not against the law. It's against the law to have a track record. No, it's not. When they come up with these excuses, you ought to say, what they're really saying is, I hope you're stupid enough to believe this excuse, Dean, that it's against the law. Oh, okay, I have a law degree. What law is that? Hit me. What rule? What regulation? So there's 50 free-floating reasons out there why rooms won't do it. For security reasons. We can't show you for security. What security reasons? What are those? It fizzles me the way they bluntly deceive, misrepresent, and quite frankly lie in the hopes that you're not able to offset it with the truth, which is that's a lie. That's not true. Next. Any more? Any more questions, Bob?
We have more of a statement than a question. When you have 200 lemmings following a buy bid call, the caller has the highest percentage of profitable trades. It's wrong. I buy stop loss calls and others, not to be named rooms.
Well, have a look at the reality of the situation. You've seen so many trades where our members are saying they're getting out and getting profits, and me and Bob are not getting our fills for our either entries or our exits. It's random.
And there's only so many contracts that can be bought and sold at any price, right? And in order for Sandy and I to try to get the best possible price with the smallest stop for all of you, we're trying to narrow it down as closely as we can. If you guys get filled and make money, that's terrific. I can guarantee you if you get filled and take a stop out, we've been filled and take a stop out too. So more often than not, you guys will get filled, and or if you're more patient or a different type of trader than I am or Sandy, you may get bigger runners than we do. The only thing that we count are the trades on my Dom or Sandy's. If Sandy gets filled on a trade, we'll switch over to Sandy's screens. You can see the trade on Sandy's screen, and then it's a valid. The last thing we're doing, we are going to add a brokerage statement to the account. In fairness, that's not going to be just an account that's traded in the room. Sandy's got the benefit of trading 3 different time zones. So he may trade that the London session, or he may trade it at 10 o'clock in the morning, his time, when it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, or 10 o'clock at night there, and I can't trade or don't trade. So we're going to show a brokerage statement, guys. I mean, we're profitable month in and month out. We're trying to be transparent. And as you guys can see, listen, traders take drawdowns. It's nice to get emails every single day where somebody's making 30 ticks, 50 ticks, 100 ticks, 200 ticks a day. But we all know that traders take drawdowns, and we're showing that, guys. Traders struggle. There's bad weeks, there's bad months, and we're going through that. And anybody that has really the desire to be a trader and has been through other rooms, and we hope you can appreciate the fact that, yeah, we lost money yesterday and the day before. Understand the markets. The market conditions are a little difficult right now. I mean, if I can't find, Dean and I once had a conversation, we laughed about it, and I said I could 98 times out of 100, I can scalp 3 ticks that frequently. I'm not sure I can find 3 ticks 60 times out of 100 right now. The markets are that lean, and you can see it on fills. We're getting slipped on fills. We're getting stop lost, and I'm taking 2 ticks, or 1 tick slippage. Guys, we're trading in a very difficult environment right now. Recognize it for what it is.
Right. I have 2 computers up here, and one of you just emailed me a question. Yeah, so, I call them as I see them, and I've taken several, 5, 6, 7, 800 rooms to task because, quite frankly, I bought a package out of Secrets of Traders for some 6,500 that failed me the second I took it out of the box and unloaded it. For 2 years it failed me uniformly, mathematically speaking. And I bought another package out of Trade Desk with David Gilmore, who's a felon, an SEC felon, Securities Exchange swindler, swindled people. And so I was out 10,000. So I had battered trader syndrome. That was the question. And I blew out 2 accounts. And when I was done, I had no understanding why I failed. I didn't know. And so I used brute force. So now, when you say looking for truthful, transparent, and profitable, that may roll trippingly off the tongue like Shakespeare says. But in 2009, it was incomprehensibly difficult to know what to do. So hopefully, when you ask those 3 questions and you arrive at a room like Bob's, it ought to feel like a velvet glove fit. It's it's just what you're looking for. And when you add the Dom aspect to it and transparency, it is a penultimate example of what the industry is going for. I have not won, and the other questions, I have not won but 3 lawsuits against me right now for speaking the truth, speaking outright in the truth. And they are all for tortious interference and defamation and damaging of revenue and stuff like that. So I take a lot of body shots for stepping out of the shadows into the light. But at the same time, when you look at a room like this and you say, well, they have this. See, when I look at typically for a room, I look for a year's track record. 1 year. I don't have it here. I will base this one in real time going forward. But I look at a year and small dips in profits, like the last couple of days that Bob was speaking to, are just swallowed up and ironed out. Over time, satisfies the law of large numbers. When you look at 500, 800, 1,000, 2,000 trades. So I'm quite comfortable with rooms. And by the way, I'm in 3 other rooms at a time. Like right now, I'm in Polaris room. I'm in Holistic Trader, watching them, and even a 4th room that's private. And they're all taking body shots too. They're getting hit hard. This market is so thin. You have to ask the question, where are the big boys? Why aren't they trading? And then since they're out of the market, who are you trading against now? Because they have different different behavior, right? Things don't work that they ought to. Opportunities don't present, and when they do, they don't behave. I see in four-part harmony the difficulties other rooms are facing. My wife trades. She lost over 2,000 yesterday. She got clobbered. I'm hearing her blow a gasket over there because nothing's working. And we don't know why, but we know that with what's happening now is that the major players seem to be on the sidelines. The movement and volatility are down. Someone sneezes and the price changes dramatically, and yet it doesn't behave on top of that. So that's one of the reasons why I pay attention to a track record for a long time, just to not, be overtly enamored with any 1, 2, 3, 4 days or difficult times in trading, because they are just part of doing business. In the big picture, they are. And I'm sure Bob has told you the same thing. This is a hard time to trade. So you need to know that. I see it in other rooms as well. All right, so that's all. Nope, I don't have any more questions
That's
here.
about it. That's about it. No more questions, Dean. These are all sells on a daily chart. Price is going to pull back at least to 893, probably pull back to 835, and the point of control on a daily is 741. There's no volume holding it in here. There's nothing to hold it here. Me personally, I would sell a break of 895. This is what I would be looking for on a scalp, below that area there. I mean, look at how thin this volume is, guys, in here. It moves so quickly through there. There's nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. The dollar is trading right off the low of the day. Here's the dollar. The dollar on a daily is at a rejection area. The dollar should pull back to the top of this distribution. Rare that we have the market selling off and the dollar selling off. It is a correlative asset. It isn't typically trading opposite of each other. If the markets sell off, usually the dollar is up. So now we've got dollar weakness on euro strength and market weakness. See, we're starting to pull back off the lows. Crude is basically in a long. It's in longs from here, 55, 56. At the top of value on a small time frame. The 987, it's about there. That might only pull back to 918. On the hourly, we are way out of value. Trying to see what crude wants to do here. I missed the sell up top. Crude, if it breaks below this node and then pulls back up to it, I'll sell it. I want to see it break this node that it couldn't get through right here on the way up, right there. I want to see it break that node, come down a couple ticks, pull back to it, and then I'll sell it on the bounce back up. There's support around 42. Now I'm going to sell it. Didn't fill me. No fill. Now we don't have a thin market. Whoop. I don't want 6. In and out, guys. 15 ticks. There we go. You guys see why I took that trade? Does anybody not understand that trade? We broke this node right here. See the node right here? I want to see it break this node, pull back to it, because it's going to want to pull its feet back up to it, and then push down again, which is what I did. As soon as it pulled back up, I tried to get 55. Wouldn't fill me. I dropped it to 54. I mean, it's almost a sell again here, but I hate to take second and third touches. It's below the center of the channel. So it sold, pulled back. That's where I sold it. Now you got a 48 to the downside. A bang bang on the downside. Just formed. Crude is struggling right here right now, but it's too small an area to want to sell. I might be interested if it could push up to 73 for a quick scalp. We're still holding this downtrend, though. You can see it on the hourly. So we're still holding this downtrend more or less. This area here I'd be looking to sell, 71 to 73. ES is in an area of moderate support. Going to struggle at 60 quarter unless it gets some big volume, which I don't think it can. All right, now crude is, I'm not buying that it wants to sell off. If another candle forms, see we're breaking this node again, this high volume node. If another candle forms, 46 has some support. I don't want to sell this one. This 48 I'd love to sell. Now I want to see a pullback again to the center of the channel, which it should do. Back to here. Don't go without us. It's going to go without us. There's support right there. See that? Now this candle just formed. I wanted to see that candle form higher up. Now this should be 49 to 50. Don't you dare sell off. We're at the bottom of value on an hourly. 41.31 is going to give us support right here. ES went and died on us again. We couldn't even get up to that area I wanted to sell. If we can get it down below this node at 29, it zips right down close to the whole number. That's really the sell. If we can get into the sell up here, they're buying 49. They left it unfinished at 49. It's not high enough. It's hitting this node here on the hourly. It just pinged off of this. Now I like this 40. It's unfinished though at 49, guys, so I'm not taking the 40. I like the 40 for a quick scalp. Capped out with 4. This next sell down here at 29 is going to be very interesting. It's got to break this node here, this area here. It's got to break. That's going to give it some support. Wish we could have gotten this candle up. I won't sell a candle this big. Now we got to see a push, a pullback, and a sell again. There's support at 29. It could bounce just before that, but then go. It's going to cover this whole area here. I just have to find a place to get us in. It's going to cover this. Pull back up to 33, 34 might do it. This 24 is going to impede it. It did. It hit 34, and I missed it to the tick. It's not going to break it. I missed that trade to the tick. A little bit lower, and I really would think about a long here. If crude gets up around 47, I'm selling it. They sold 1,000 contracts at 53 and couldn't drive it lower than 53. One tick. They're still trying to sell it, but they're running out of sellers here. It's getting a little bit bullish now. 238 sellers left on the bottom here, but it didn't cap out, so I can't take it long. Crude's making a break for the whole number. It's coming to the whole number. 2 o'clock is the witching hour for us. Last 30 minutes of crude. If crude breaks this 29, you know what? I'm going to sell 28 on the way down. I'll watch that after. 25 could give it a fit here, guys. Come on. It's in a suction tube. I got 2 ticks locked in, guys. I'm at 21 from a 28 sell. There's 210, guys. All in, all out, 210. This node here, I thought we might have a problem there. That node there is what stopped it. Now it's got to break this 19, and she comes again. I mean, I can nickel and dime it all day long if it wants to. We're not getting any fluid moves. Pull back to 30 is an interesting sell, 29.30. We're coming to the whole number, pretty close to it. ES is at the bottom, I think, guys. We left 66 sellers. Now this should be resistance right up here at 30, guys. We're down almost a deuce. We're down 198. Unfinished at 26. I want to go up and get this 26. We're coming into 2 o'clock. Let's see a quick move up to 26, 27. Cap it out somewhere around 30-ish. It's just 4, 5, 6 buyers. It's done here. There it is, right there. It's done. That's it, 9. Came right to 30. I'm trying to trade this, guys, looking at the chart and order flow. Left 9 buyers. I really wanted to short 30. I'm trying to trade it with order flow and the chart. It's a good short. There it goes. There it goes. Nice. Now it's got to break the swing at 15. I don't see any support until we get down to 40.80. It's got to break this here at 13. I mean, we're basically, if it breaks that swing at 15, there's nothing holding it. It comes to the whole number, below 15. It's not a smooth ride, but it's coming down. It doesn't want to give up the ghost yet, but it's gonna. Here it is on order flow. Look at the chart. This is where we are now. See the thin area here? 06 gives it a little bit of a bump. 01, possibly down to 96. I see 80, final target. 30 to 31 is still going to give it fits. And even if it gets above 31, can't get much above probably 39. This node here is holding it now, 25. If it breaks above 25, it gets back to 30. If it stays below, you're good. If you want the swing, 31 is the node. You're going to have to be a little higher than that. See how the bottom is starting to reach up, and this 31 is the bottom of value on the hourly. It may get there, but not much more. 14 is another sell. The only reason I'm not selling it in here because it could pop up to 33 and my stop is too big here. The other sell is 14 below the swing, below that node there. Here it comes. 14 is going to sell. Unfinished here. Here we go. Come on. There's another. All right, there's 10 and locked in 4, guys. 10 and 4, another 10 and 4. I got 14 more ticks. All right, we made a day. We're up $650. We're not done yet. Crude is fixing to some movement soon. Came to 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades in a row that are winners, fellas. If all it's going to give me is scalps, I'll take them. We're not getting anything big, but I'll take. Listen, I don't care how I get them. I'll give up $12 ticket fees for $140 gross all day long. The hourly is starting to get really ugly too now. The hourly's breaking down. Now I'm not going to sell this next area here because 04, see this area of distribution here? What I want to see is a push into this, a pullback out of it, and then we're going to sell it coming back into it because now we have the possibility to get to 40.76. If we get below 40.75, we're coming back down to 40.29. That's what I'm looking at next. Much like life, you have to have a mental tenacity. We are going to have bad days as traders. We are going to have bad weeks, and we are going to have bad months. That's the inevitability of what we do because nothing happens all of the time. There is no absolute. If there were, some kid at MIT would have figured it out and sold it for $1 billion already. You have to trust in the methodology that you're trading. If you're a quarterback and you throw a pick 6, you're coming back out for the next series. Put it behind you. Baseball pitcher gives up a home run. Next batter's coming up. Dwell on it or not. That's what separates guys that can, ultimately trade from those that walk away from it or get frustrated. I get frustrated too when things don't happen. Can't get 3 ticks. Gold stops me out. It's how you handle the frustration. Good traders, like good athletes, can block out what just happened. You don't hear me getting all excited, hooting and hollering because we had a winning trade or I just made 8 ticks or 3 ticks or 30 ticks. I don't get all, once in a while, but rarely. Conversely, you don't hear me get frustrated, slam my headphone down when I take a stop out. It's inevitable. We're going to take losses. But as I said, Dean emphasized it today, the numbers bear out long term. The numbers will bear out. All right, we're coming up into another sell on crude, maybe around 47 now. See how it's climbing back up, guys? This is the area that I'm looking at now. We climbed out of the hole today. We were trading basically sideways all day. Now crude looks like she wants to go much higher. We're getting gassed out. We got gassed out at 43. I said 47. And we got a 3-4 tick pullback, which is not much. Now we're holding this area. I'm not interested in this. Well, maybe. I want to see capping when we get up there. Don't you dare come down. It's looking like she wants to go higher. All right, that was the 47 I wanted to sell. We capped out. I didn't sell it for a reason, guys, because I'm watching buyers in here. And it would have given us, if we could have gotten right at 47, figure 46, only 22 contracts traded up there. It would have given us 3 ticks, 4 ticks. That's it. Not that I'm opposed to a 4-tick scalp, but you can see, came right to the line. But as I'm watching order flow, I see more buyers than sellers in here. So here's where we are in the hourly chart. That 48 long, bang, bang long, I'm not touching because it goes right into this node at 50. It might get us to 53, 54, 55. Here's what I'm looking at now, guys. I'm looking at this notch. Now we've got an area of support in here. If we can get up to around 54, 55 on the ES, I'd look to probably sell it up in there and then hold on to the end of the day with that. 48's going to go. That's why I didn't take the 48 long, guys. It's going to struggle in here. It may get to 53, which is what I'm looking to sell right in here. We got 15 minutes left in crude. Got to 51. It's going to break this node. That's why I'm not selling it yet. We're going to get one last move in crude. One last move in crude, I should say, not necessarily a sell. We got 12 minutes in crude. Now crude's looking to go higher. New candle formed up here, and that may be what it needs to get up to the top. There was the poke, guys, I think, right there. We capped out with 2 buyers at 58. There is a 49.25 sell on the ES, which I've put on. I'm going to leave it here. 49.25. I'll bring it over if it triggers, but I don't want to watch. If the crude has got to come below 24 for a sell, actually 30. That 33 is a little scary down here, but 30. If there's momentum behind it, I'll cancel that ES. Cancel the ES. It's moving up still. If it goes higher, there's a sell up above. If this doesn't bounce here on the downside and the ES is coming with it, I'm going to miss them both because I'm trying to watch two markets at once. Now we're getting jiggy. I need to see another candle, and then I'm going to sell. I need to see another candle, and I'll sell 24. Now there's a 30. $100 and break even in 2. Come on, break it down, baby. Break it down. Here comes the whole number. There we go. 26. I got 4 locked in. So we got another 14 ticks, another 14. It's coming down. There's another break at 18. Let me see if we can get a pullback up to about 27, 28. Don't you break. Don't you break. If it breaks 18, come on, pull back. The 49 quarter hit on the ES at the same time. I couldn't trade them both, guys. Look at 49 quarters up 2 points. I couldn't trade them both. They came at the same time. Crude's coming back. Crude's coming to the bottom. We're going to see the whole number pretty close to it today. This is the short right here, 22. I missed it. 22 is the next short. If it breaks above, we're probably going to get back up 33, 30. I don't think it can go much higher. I'm watching it now. I think she's dead. Let her break 25. We got 5 minutes left in this. We got some momentum now. 15's a sell. If this thing gets below 12, it comes to 95. So if we can, one of two things has to happen. We find a place to sell it up top, which I don't have yet, or we're selling this swing there. I haven't seen it cap out yet, guys, so I haven't sold it. This is the sell area, though, 35, 36, 32, 33. That was it. We're unfinished at 34. It's the only reason I didn't sell it. It's the only reason I didn't sell it. We didn't cap at 34. Now you can sell it. 35. That was the sell. It's open again, but it shouldn't go much higher than 36. Got your first target, guys. It's hard for me to trade and watch order flow. It's coming down. Now it's getting insane. Last 3 minutes, guys. If it breaks that, it's going to break it. It's left an unfinished auction. Last trade of the day. Come, another 100, and I got ticked. Here we go. Come on. That's it, guys. I got another 10 ticks. We are up 900 for the day, fellas. And it came down. Told you it was coming to the whole number. Took me out and dropped. We're going to break 99 right here. There's some short covering right now. This is how trading is. This is trading. This is why we trade. You have a bad day or two, you trade. If you believe in what you're doing, then there's no issue. I have never doubted myself or my ability to trade, especially scalp. But I need movement. I'll tell you what would have been the coup de grace here, right? I mean, the real piece de la resistance here. That ES trade didn't hit at the same time, we would have been in both trades, and that would have put us over $1,000 for the day. But just to give you guys how the law of large numbers plays out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades in a row, guys. 9 winning trades in a row. Here comes the 9. She's coming down. My official record are 17 trades. 17 for the day. 17 trades times $12, give or take, round trip. Call it $200, $204 ticket fees. $892 minus $204. It's a net positive around $680 for the day. I'm shutting her down. I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a great day.